Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a sweet and simple flower design for you, and I'm starting out with some liquid gesso to base coat the flowers. I'm doing this design, it's what I call a naked rock. I am working with the natural stone, no base coat, but I am using this liquid gesso to base coat where my flowers are going to be so that there's good coverage since this stone is kind of naturally dark. Here are the colors that I chose for the flowers. You want to go with contrasting colors, so I've got the dark pink, the light pink, the bright yellow, the light yellow, and then also the white. And I'm going to kind of swirl these on in random order, no particular order, just get a variety of the colors on there. I'm not particularly concerned about getting it super smooth. It can have a little bit of swirly texture in it and be a little thick, because when we go to the next step, we want this paint to be a little bit wet still. So just swirl it on there. Nice and thick. Don't worry about it being perfectly smooth. It can have some swirly texture to it. Disposable eyeliner brush. It's really good for fine line detail, and I'm going to start swirling in the other colors that we've got. So I might do light pink on the dark pink, then come back to the dark pink. You'll just kind of see, you just kind of want to get a swirl and some contrast, and it creates the look that there is flower petals. And sometimes I mix in yellow with the pinks. It's really random. Don't think too hard about this part. And again, this is where I mentioned that you want that base coat of the color to still be kind of wet, so that you can just swirl this right in and it sort of blends and swirls, and it makes a really cool effect. Today is March 1st, 2021, and I have been seeing this term pop up in the news and in my social media called the pandemic wall. And I read a couple articles about it last night, and it really hit home for me because I've been feeling a little down and just kind of lost, because we've been living in this pandemic world for almost a complete year, and that just blows my mind. And it's hard, and we can't always feel up and happy, and this design kind of came out of that, came out of this feeling of wanting something fresh and pretty and new and thinking about new beginnings, and that there's hope ahead. So I hope that you get a little bit out of this also. Two different shades of green of these Thule Art acrylic paint pens and add some curlicues and some dots and some leaves, because my thought with this design was to kind of have the feel of cascading flowers coming over the words. Take this Sakura Pigma pen, which is one of my favorites for fine line detail, to add a little bit more dimension and detail to the flower petals. So I'm literally just going to make swirls with the black pen, and it gives it a little bit more definition to the swirls that we had made with the different colors. So just take the pen and swirl it around. You could also do this with a fine line brush. I'm also going to take the pen and outline the leaves and put a single line down the middle for a little bit of definition. This does not have to be perfect. The point of this design is for the flowers to be kind of abstract and not perfect. I'm not good at realism. I consider myself a chronic doodler, so that's kind of where this is coming from. It doesn't have to be perfect, so don't overthink it. Now I'm going to take this white Posca paint pen and do the lettering. I chose to write Hello Spring on this particular design. You could write anything you want. I like mixing up my lettering, so I'm going to use a script for hello and then a large print for spring. Right here, I'm coming back through and thickening up all of the downstrokes to give a little bit of perspective and dimension to the writing. Take this extreme hologram glitter paint and the fine line eyeliner brush and just add some swirl of sparkle to the flowers, and then I'm going to add the same thing to the word hello so that we've got some nice sparkle on there. The cool thing about this design is that you could choose to write anything you want here. It could be someone's name, it could be a quote. It's just very simple and pretty, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget there is hope ahead, new beginnings, and some warm weather with some flowers. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the alert button so that you don't miss future uploads, and I will see you next time.